Next class is about parent and child. So what is parent and child? Parent and child, suppose in animation, if you add child object to parent object, you can animate the parent object. So the same direction, in the same way, child objects also can move, right? So let us understand more clearly about parent and child. In After Effects, parent layers is a core concept that allows you to link one or more child layers to a parent layer. The child layers will then automatically inherit the parent's transform properties, including position, scale, and rotation. This is a powerful tool for organizing and simplifying complex animations. How parenting works? The pick whip, there is a pick whip option is there. In the timeline panel, you will see a column with a swivel icon called the pick whip next to each layer name. To parent a layer, drag the child layer's pick whip icon to the name of the desired parent layer. The drop down menu, the same column has a drop down menu where you can select parent layer by name. Chaining layers can create complex animations by parenting a child to a parent and then parenting that parent to another layer, creating a chain of control, right? Common uses of parent layers. Character rigging. Okay, in a simple character rig, you can parent an arm layer to a torso layer. When the torso moves, the arm will move with it, simplifying the animation process. Controlling multiple elements. If you have several elements that need to move together, you can parent them all to a single null object. There is a null object layer. The coming class will discuss about the null object, right? By animating the null object, you can control all of the child layers at once. Okay, advanced property controls. You can also use the pick whip to link individual properties such as a child's opacity to its parent's opacity, right? So first, in the coming class, we'll learn about the null objects and all. First, try to understand what are parent and child layers, right? It's very important in animation. Mostly we use these things, right? Let us try to understand practically what is parent and child. Let us try to understand by practically. Say this is my parent and this is my child. Okay, so this is parent and child. Generally, how the parents will they behave? They act the children the same way. They follow their footsteps, right? They behave the same. So suppose here, if you animate this one, automatically this also can animate in the same route. Okay, try to do this one. Suppose this is my shape layer and this is my another shape layer, right? So suppose this will be a child and this will be a parent. Click the child layer here and here see there is a round circle it is showing here. So this is what parent whip, select layer from which to inherit transforms. Suppose this is my child layer, so this should be a child layer. It look like child layer and it is act as a child layer, right? So drag this child layer. So the blue thread look like a string, this elastic rubber it is showing. So that you drag and drop this parent layer. Suppose this is a shape layer one, right? So drag it. Now this is added to the parent layer. Now we'll animate the parent layer. Suppose here the position This is the position. I'm adding one key here, and 2 seconds or 4 seconds here somewhere. Change this to this side, my right side. Done. And move this work area here. This will end. Okay, then play this one. I'm using space bar. Now see, you are animating only the parent layer, but the child also moving along with the parent. Now we'll apply in a more complex animation. So remove all the layers. You'll understand more clearly. So double click here. I'll get my reference layers. This is my reference layer. So open this. I created this from the Illustrator, importing into After Effects, right? So here we have footage dimensions, and here import kind. So how to import this as a composition or footage, right? Keep this always as composition only. Okay, and say OK. Now see here we have flower 1, and double click on that, right? No need to drag, double click on that. So all the layers are opened. All the layers are opened. Now if you check one by one, so this is one, and this is another one, and this is another one, and all the layers arranged in a particular order, right? So these are the layers done in Illustrator. You have to animate this one. Suppose this is my parent, 7th layer. The center one, black, will behave like a parent. So other pieces of the designs will follow the main parent, right? So what I'll do, except this 7, select all the layers up to 6. I'm using shift, and here I'm using control to select 8th and 9th also. See, except 7th parent layer, all I selected, and come to parent pick whip. Okay, so drag this and drop into the 7th layer. Now all are added to 7th layer. Okay, so let us try to animate this, the parent one, the 7th layer, right? So here what I'll do, I'll rotate this one. I'm adding one key pose. I'm adding one key pose to this, and suppose for the 4 seconds, here I'm adding a rotations. Say this is like 50 rotations. Now play this one. I'm using space bar. Now this is wonderful, right? Just following that one. Yeah, up to here, up to 4 seconds, this animation is moving, right? This is nice, wonderful, right? Okay. So all the small pieces of the other designs, small designs, also moving with the parent, the main center object, and even that background, that purple color also moving along with this. All right. So now what I'll do, now these child objects moving along with the parent, but child objects themselves they move and even they rotate with the parent, right? So let us animate all these child objects also. So select all the child object by pressing shift 1 to 6, and I'm using control, so adding 8th and then 9th also. So I want to animate a rotation here, so I'm using R. Okay, so at a time all the rotation values added as a key pose, right? Now the other side here I'm giving 10 rotations, 15 rotations, let us, right? 15 rotations. Now play this one. Now see, it is beautifully, it is moving, right? All the child objects themselves they are moving at the same time, they are moving with the parent object also. Now move this one, yeah. Now more clarity you get, right? So beautifully they are moving. Now if you add some blurriness, I'm using enable blur, motion blur, and click here. At the same time here also you can add the motion blur here, right? The motion blur is added. See, the blurriness is added. If you observe here, right, the motion blur added, and I'm using space bar. It's wonderful, right? Okay, so in this way we can add very nice motion graphics, right? In the future we do all these. Yeah, this is more nice. You can increase the space here, suppose up to 8 seconds. Now the visibility is more, right? So you can increase this up to 10 seconds. This is nice. Okay, in this way we can animate parent and child objects. It's very useful, the motion graphics. This is all about parent and child.